presentation begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my name is Doug Wilson. I'm President and CEO of the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore, and you're going to be watching a program on PAC 14, and it is called the Community Foundation Spotlight. And with me today we have Rota Knott, and Rota is the Executive Director of the Delmarva Educational Foundation, and we're so happy to have you with us today. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Doug.
Great. So before we start talking about the Delmarva Educational Foundation, which I'm going to be referring henceforth as DEF, because it's a mouthful, right, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, professional, how you got involved with DEF, etc.
Okay. I am the first full-time executive director for DEF, and
Okay.
I've been there about a year and a half now. DEF it finally grew to the point as a small nonprofit where it needed that additional staffing support to help continue the organization's mission. And so they brought me on board. My background is in nonprofit management. I've worked for several other local nonprofits over the years, and learned that DEF was looking for some help to grow the organization, and jumped on board.
Wow. So that's it. What does it do? What's the mission of DEF?
Our mission is to improve college access and success for residents of the lower Delmarva Peninsula.
Okay.
What that means in a nutshell is that we help people continue their education. Students of all ages from throughout our primary service area is Worcester, Wacomico, and Somerset counties. But whether they're a recent high school graduate, returning adult learner, a veteran, someone looking to advance their degree or pick up certifications and programs, we help them through the college application process and the financial aid process, which is a large part of the puzzle.
Wow. So I guess you work pretty closely with schools as well?
We do.
I mean, principally, do people approach you independently for assistance, or how does that all work?
It's a little bit of a lot of things.
Okay.
We have a very close relationship with the school systems. We actually work in the school systems. We have college access advisors in the Somerset County and Dorchester County schools.
Okay.
And we work very closely with the guidance departments in all of the lower shore school districts. And they refer students to us who they think that we can provide some additional support for, because it never hurts to reinforce what the guidance counselors are saying, and that's
Right.
what we're here to do.
Right.
But we also just word of mouth. The clients that we've helped find money to go to school, the colleges are also partners that we work with, and they refer students to us as well. The One-Stop Job Market, we're co-located in the building with them.
Right.
So social services agencies, it's just everywhere. They come. Everybody needs money to go to school. So.
Wow. How long has DEF been around?
DEF has actually existed since 2000.
Okay. Is it modeled on other? Is DEF modeled on a system or a service that's provided in other areas as well, or no?
No. We're very unique, especially to this area. There are other college access programs out there, but they largely work within the school systems.
Okay.
Whereas we are a nonprofit organization.
Right.
And we were founded by one man and his friends.
Okay.
Dr. Donald Harding was the Worcester County Health Officer, and his background was in public health. And through that position, he saw the connection between the poor quality of health care for a lot of the residents of the lower shore and their low levels of educational attainment. So
And there is a relationship.
there is,
Yeah.
and a very close relationship. And he thought if he could help raise that level of educational attainment, our residents would have access to better quality health care and a better
Right.
life.
Right.
So
that's how it all started.
Yeah.
Do kids, do people who come and use your services, is there a fee for it, or is there a charge, or no?
No. Our services are absolutely free for anyone who needs help.
Right. All right. Let's go through a typical, let's say Doug Wilson came to DEF and said, you know, I need help with assistance in affording college, and I don't really know where to go. What kind of scholarships are available? walk us through the typical process if you can.
Okay, now we get clients in a variety of ways. Sometimes we start working with them in the school system.
Okay.
So they've seen one of our presentations and they need some follow-up help. And sometimes they come to us directly. Sometimes they visit our website and then we work with them through that.
Okay.
But if in all of those ways, the next step is to sit down and meet with one of our college access advisors. And we have 3 of them who are in our office at different times or in the school systems.
Right.
And our college access advisors will sit down and talk with the clients about, and that's the student and their family, you know, particularly if it's high school students, because the parents need to be there to help with the process.
Right.
To find out what they want to study, where they want to go if they know, sort of what the financial situation is if they've already taken out loans for school or something like that. And then we have a database of scholarships that our college access advisors will sit down and go through them with them to help find resources of financial aid that they can then apply for to help offset the cost of going to college. Our college access advisors will also help them with actually filling out the applications if they need that help for both financial aid and for college. And including doing things like reviewing essays and helping to put all of the pieces together.
So they can have a good application.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that website and that database that you use? I'm interested in finding out, does it have the actual university or college application forms on them, or does it just provide access to them, or what's on there?
Okay. Our website is www.delmarvaed.org.
Okay.
And anybody can go there and use the resources that are there for free without needing to contact us, but we hope they will eventually. We have 2 large databases on there. The first one, and the one that we use for everything that we do, whether that's in the schools, individual meetings, community presentations, is our database of scholarships. And we have more than 500 local priority scholarships on there. So that's local folks, local individuals, organizations, businesses that have created scholarships to provide funding to our local students, who largely go to our local colleges, to help fund their education. And anyone can go in there and run through the search criteria to help find scholarships. Now we are going to, thanks to the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore, we are going to be completely redoing that database and our website over the next couple of months. But in the meantime, our database will still be up and operational. We're just hoping to make it a little more fun to use in the next couple of months. We also have a database of educational opportunities on there.
What does that mean?
Which it's a listing of all the colleges on the Delmarva Peninsula and the programs that they offer. So if you want to become a physical therapist, you can put that in the database and search through there and find out what colleges offer programs that are related to physical therapy. So you can figure out where you want to go to school.
That's terrific. Lovely. If we can just hold on for a second, I just want to welcome all new viewers who may have just been tuning in to the Community Foundation Spotlight. I'm Doug Wilson, the President and CEO of the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore. And with me we have Rota, and she is the Executive Director of the Delmarva Educational Foundation, which we will also be calling DEF from here on out. So anyway, welcome to the program again. Thank you for tuning in. What kind of geography do you serve?
Our focus area is Worcester, Wicomico, and Somerset counties.
All right.
Realistically, we draw from a much larger geographic area. We serve Dorchester County. We actually work in the Dorchester County high schools and Somerset County high schools with college access advisors through a grant program run through UMES, which is a dual enrollment program. But we also serve Sussex County. We do programs in the Sussex County schools, and we have a lot of students who come from Sussex County who need our help.
Yeah.
And the Eastern Shore of Virginia as well.
Lovely. So you serve a pretty big area.
We do, and when we do special events, we actually see folks come from an even larger geographic area, Queen Anne's and Caroline County.
Oh my goodness.
As well.
All right. This is kind of an off-script kind of a thing, but like, again, if I go and see you and I utilize your services and I apply for a grant perhaps or some funding assistance of some type, I pick a physical therapy and I want to go to X school like SU, I think, or is it UMES has physical therapy. Do you follow the student along, or are you only coordinate with them on the front end, if you will?
We try. Sometimes that's challenging, particularly if the student goes to school out of the area.
Right. I can imagine that. Yeah.
But we do. A lot of our students, we try to follow up and make sure that they did, if they did in fact get scholarship money, because they don't always remember to call and tell us.
Right.
So we try to follow up and see how things are going, and a lot of the students that we've helped are really great about calling and telling us and saying, hey, you know, we have one student who one of our college access advisors was able to help through the scholarship process last year, and she secured a scholarship for an entire 4-year scholarship, everything paid for, including, you know, a new computer and housing, and it comes with a job when she graduates.
Lovely.
So you can't beat that.
No. So it's a bunch of feel-good stories, I would hope. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How do you fund yourselves? Where do you get your money?
We are, like I said, we are a nonprofit, so it's all donations and grant funding. We rely on the support of the community.
Right. How can the community get involved with the Delmarva Educational Foundation? I'll tell you, you know, I did an interview with Colonel Hawkins, who is working with the veterans groups. And education is an extremely important component of what they're trying to do to get them involved. And a lot of them are homeless, or they have other kinds of issues. And so I think you would probably be a great fit.
Absolutely.
With them. And do you work with them at all, do you know?
We haven't yet.
Haven't yet?
But
Well,
I'm looking forward to it.
They will now. So that's a good thing.
Yes.
So I'm hopeful about that. But what can the community do? I mean, I know you only get money from donations or grants, right?
Yes.
What can the community do? What can we do to become more involved with DEF?
There are a lot of ways to become involved.
Okay.
We're always looking for volunteers to do all kinds of things,
Okay.
Including being a volunteer college access advisor, to sit down with students and help them through the process. But also to volunteer in other ways. We have a couple of very large special events, programmatic events that are coming up, as well as fundraising events that we hold that we always need volunteers to help with.
Or they can write a check.
Or they can write a check, and we love checks too.
I bet you do love checks. Yes.
And we are in the middle of our annual campaign. So.
Well, I can't imagine anything more important than helping and assisting, would you call them clients?
Yes.
Clients to get an education, to find educational and financial resources to pursue their education, you know, so they can be, you know, fulfill their dreams of getting a college education or whatever it may be.
Yes.
That's terrific.
Very,
All
very
right.
rewarding.
You have a few big events coming up, right?
We do.
What are they?
On Saturday, January 11th, at the Center at Salisbury Mall,
Yeah.
we will hold our 3rd annual scholarship fair.
Okay.
Last year, we had more than 600 people attend that event. It was very successful, and we're hoping to grow that even more this year. And our scholarship fair is an opportunity for both scholarship sponsors and students to get them together. And what we do is we invite scholarship sponsors to come set up a table at the mall for a small fee to cover the cost of using the mall,
Right.
to promote their scholarship to students.
Right.
And then we also invite students from all over. And last year we had students from 9 different counties who came looking for money to go to school. And that was students of all kinds, again, high school graduates, returning adult learners, because we do have a variety of scholarship sponsors from several of the counties.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity to come out and meet with them person to person and talk about what their criteria is, whether the students would be eligible for the scholarship, deadlines, how to apply. And then we're there, DEF is there, promoting our services, providing information, general information about applying to college searches, and when to do all of that, showing off our database and helping walk students through that. And it's a great event for not just high school seniors, but for all high school students as well. And even, you know, we've had middle school students who come to kind of get a heads up. It's time. You have to start thinking about college early. By the time you get to that senior year, you need to have already done some significant planning. So it's even better if they come earlier.
And then you also have, was it College Goal Maryland or Goal College or something like that?
Yes, we're very excited about that.
What's that?
It's our first time participating with College Goal Maryland. And it is part of a nationwide program called College Goal Sunday. But we're, College Goal Maryland, that way you can do it on any day of the week. Saturday, February 15th from 10 to 2 out at the One Stop Job Market, which is on Tri-County Way, out across the highway from Warwick. We will hold our first FAFSA event. And what
Your first what?
FAFSA. That's the free application for federal student aid.
Okay.
And we will have volunteers there trained to actually help students and their families fill out that application on that day.
Great.
Without that piece of the puzzle, you're not eligible for grants like Pell Grants. It makes you eligible for the grants and scholarships that are available through the colleges and for other scholarship money. So that's the first piece in the whole college application and financial aid process.
Right.
And we're expecting about 150 families that day to come. We're the only host site on the entire Delmarva Peninsula.
Wow.
So they can come from anywhere in Maryland, Delaware, or Virginia. And they can come and...
Terrific. Do you also handle non-traditional students?
We do.
Okay, so it's not just high school kids or...
No.
Okay.
No, anyone can come.
Okay.
There are fewer resources available for those students, unfortunately, but we are also working with scholarship sponsors to help grow the money that's available for non-traditional students.
Okay. How do people contact you?
They can contact us several ways. Our website is www.delmarvaed.org.
Delmarvaed.org.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our email is def@delmarvaed.org, or they can give us a call at 410-219-3336.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Very good.
And we do keep non-traditional office hours, so if that's not convenient for students, we are always willing to meet with them after hours, on weekends, whatever it takes to get the job done.
And where exactly are you again?
We are located in the Tri-County Council building, inside the One Stop Job Market entrance, which is the big building located on the north side of Route 50 at Walston Switch Road across from Warwick.
Right.
So that's kind of
So if you're heading east on Route 50, you turn left on Walston.
Yes.
And it's that big building to the left.
Yep, that's us.
That's you.
Yep.
Lovely. All right, tell us one more time. Give me the dates on the big events. The scholarship fair is January 11th.
Yes.
And
10 to 4 at the mall.
at the mall.
Yes.
Okay, right, at the mall.
And then everybody's invited.
And that's where you're expecting even more than 600 people, right?
Yeah.
So you come out and find everything that might be available for students.
And I didn't mention, but we're hoping to add colleges to that event as well. So we're hoping to make it a scholarship/college fair. We're just starting to work on that piece of the puzzle. And our local colleges have been great and have been there before, but we're hoping to expand that to colleges outside of our region as well.
Well, that's lovely. And then the date and location and time again for the College Goal Maryland.
College Goal Maryland, it will be Saturday, February 15th from 10 to 2 at our building at the Tri-County building, the One Stop Job Market.
So that'll be there. And it's not an appointment thing, it's just...
Actually, it is. It is. And they can call us, they can visit the College Goal Maryland website, or they can just call us and we will walk through the appointment process, because I know a lot of our clients don't have computer access.
Right.
But we are going to try to schedule them that way they don't have to wait around a long time for an appointment to meet with a volunteer.
Great. Any last thoughts? Parting wishes? Anything you want to say?
Well, we really, DEF really supports the community, and we really appreciate the community's support. It's been a great opportunity for me personally. I am a first-generation college student. And that's a lot of our focus at DEF, are first-generation low-income students. That's our sort of our target audience, even though we will help anyone. So I don't want folks to think that they can't come to us if they're not a first-gen or low-income student.
Right.
We'll help anyone, and that's really the message we want to get out. If you need help figuring out the college access piece of the puzzle, or even continuing education, we can help figure that out for you.
Great. Well, I want to thank you being here for today, Rota. This has been terrific, very enlightening, and we hope all of you tuning in who have any aspirations for college, if you're even a non-traditional student, Rota's organization can help you, or if you're a high school student and have been thinking about college, hopefully you have been. This is a great organization to get to know because they can help you navigate through the college admissions process and what kind of funding would be available, scholarships or other grants or other types of things. So great resource in the community. It's in Salisbury. It's right across from Warwick, and we certainly hope you take care of it. And we want to thank Rota again for coming out, and I appreciate your tuning in to the Community Foundation Spotlight. And on behalf of myself, Doug Wilson, and Rota, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Would you like to see your community organization or nonprofit group featured on PAC 14? To get started, contact us at 410-677-5014 or visit our website at www.pac14.org. PAC 14 is a great way to connect with your community.